Good morning, my faithful Lawyer YouTube subscribers. Today is Tuesday. It is September the 29th. The year is 2020. So listen, I got a phone call on Saturday night from a guy I've known for multiple years. And he proceeded to tell me a story about some video that he saw with Candace, somebody, some Republican. You all might know who her. I meant to look her up. I've seen her. It's Candace something. She did a video about the Black Lives. Candace Owens. I guess she's a conservative. I don't know. Yeah, I don't pay much attention to a bunch of crazy black folks like her. I would never listen to anything she had to say because what's the point? So he proceeded to tell me about going to something that she was saying, and he agreed with her about George Floyd not being a hero, that black people should not have put him on a pedestal, that black people should not have, and I had to stop him because I don't want to hear that ignorant nigga shit. Black people who identify as conservative black Republicans are the most ignorant people on planet Earth, because they think they shit don't stink. This man is trying to tell me about this George Floyd's criminal background, which I don't. George Floyd's criminal background had nothing to do with him dying on that street with that officer's knee on his neck. Nothing. And I listened to him. I said, hold up a second. A few years ago, this young white man walked into a church in Charlotte, North Carolina, or somewhere in North Carolina or South Carolina. I think it was North Carolina. Charleston, North Carolina. Sat there with them black folks. They prayed with him. And he proceeded to shoot 7, 8, or 9 of them dead. He left there, was captured down the road somewhere in another state. They didn't beat him. They harmed him. In fact, they took the white boy and got him a Happy Meal, Burger King, some burger and fries, so he said he was hungry. George Floyd was accused of using a fake $20 bill, which they were never ever to even figure out was this true or not. The police were called because they said it was a $20 fake was involved. No $20 fake bill was involved. Whatever happened to that? So he deserved to die on that street with that officer putting his knee on his neck? Any black person who doesn't see any issue what took place between any human being who does not have a problem with what took place with that man's life that day is a fool. Because it could happen to you. It can happen to me. It can happen to my friends, my family members, my mother, anybody else, and they can get away with it. That's what this whole thing is about. Those officers had no right to harm that man. He should have been given the same dignity that murderer was given in Charleston, North Carolina, whatever state that is. Same respect. But see, it's fine for black folks to get shot, killed, beat over nothing. And then other black folks will say, well, they had it coming because they was a criminal. And you know what I've always learned? I'm 50 years of age, y'all. I done lived a long time. Niggas always talking this shit about something that happened to somebody else. Then it turns around, it happens to them. They get snatched out their cars by the police. They get beat, jailed, and harassed. See, the police don't give a damn about you being a black conservative and how much money you got in the bank and what kind of education they got. They don't give a fuck about that. You a nigga in their eyes, and they gonna treat you as such. So, in my last conversation with him, I cut him off and hung up the phone and blocked him. I've known this man for years. I'm tired. I just don't want to be bothered no more. The people are starting to really show their true colors in this election. Especially black folks. Now, white folks, I expect this from their racist motherfucking asses. White folks been racist since this listen, I'm not shocked by white folks and the shit that they say and do. A little disappointed in some of the black folks and stuff that they're saying and doing. Because the same individual that was talking bad about George Floyd forgot about his drug habit he had a few years back. He forgot about being unemployed, not having a job a few years back, and he was running around. Him and the banks got rid of his ass because they found out what was going on with him. He forgot now he got back on his feet. Now he over here running a car dealership, everything hunky-dory because you're making some money for now. He forgot about his past. One of them nights he's out there picking up that damn meth, he could have been pulled over by police and had a knee against his neck and he might not have survived. People always swear they shit don't fucking stink. Nigga, your shit stink like everybody else's. But you got the nerve to listen to Candace Owens and what she got to fucking say. Fuck that bitch. Her day is coming too. And y'all listening to people like Shaquille O'Neal and that other guy, the commentator. Child, fuck them. They nigga, they coming too. Everybody gonna get their day to be reminded, you a nigga. Charles Barkley, I think that was. Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal was saying some nonsense. I ain't even listen to it. I don't give a fuck about what celebrities have to say because they don't represent me or my family or my friends. They don't know nothing about the lives. As I was saying about Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley and Candace Owens and all these other celebrities, I don't care about them because they don't know anything about the lives that we live. But they, like I said, they'll get their nigga moment. It always comes back to them. These celebrities get their little money, they move into these white neighborhoods, they get white wives and girlfriends and white friends, they get all about the black folks and where they came from. And to that nigga moment show back up to them. To remind them who you are and where you came from. Happens to all, happens to everybody. See, I ain't never put myself on no pedestal and said I was better than somebody else. Because anything could happen to me. All I can do is protect Walter. And make wise decisions for me. No one knows what's going to happen from day to day. I've had plenty of police encounters, and they could have went left. And I follow all the rules. I'm always a respectful person. You won't ever catch me arguing, fussing, fighting. Well, I don't care if you're a police officer, a clerk at Macy's, or bagging my groceries at Kroger's. If something's wrong, I'd rather just talk. I can be standing up there. But regardless, I just know I like to treat people with respect. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be treated back with respect. I've had some officers who were very disrespectful to me, but I continue to treat them with true respect, and I handle the situation later. And those officers no longer work for those departments no more. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, them officers wouldn't do me like that. But they wouldn't? Why wouldn't they? I've learned something, too, about the police when it comes to me. Every time I've gotten pulled over, they'll sit there for a second. I have a record. They run my tag. Then another police car pulls up. Every time. There's never one officer with me. I ain't never did nothing to no officer. But they always look at that. Or they'll come see me, take my license and stuff, go back and another officer pulls up. So I always do that. I always gonna have two officers, one here, one standing there supervising. I try not. Look, I ain't been pulled over in decades. I don't speed. I don't make no left turn. People say, "Why you drive like an old man?" I say, "Well, shit, I am an old man." What the fuck y'all thought? I'm 50 years of age. Y'all forget. I know I look 25, but I'm 50, and I plan on making it to 60. So hold on, I do this 25 miles per hour. That sign say 25 miles per hour. We gonna do 20. I'm not going to race up them streets. They just arrested some rapper who sped through downtown Atlanta at 150 miles per hour. Now my car can get up to 200 miles per hour. I'm thinking, what was he thinking? He raced Lil Yachty or something. Was arrested driving through downtown Atlanta at 150 miles per hour in a Ferrari. I'm thinking, where were the other cars at? It must have been midnight when he sped through there. And they got his ass. They have radar all up and down that highway. Did you really think you're going to get away with that? Anyway, I feel sorry for these black folks who think they're better than somebody else because they got a special degree, or they appear on a talk show, or they got some, they think they better than other folks. And then they nigger moment arrive, where they lose that fancy house and cars. They lose their job, and they can't replace it. How they get fired from that job, and they get blackballed. Yeah, blackballed. And they can't get another work. See, over the years, a lot of celebrities have vanished. Y'all notice that, right? You be saying, where's so-and-so? Gone. Where'd they go to? Why they in the movies? They used to be big. Where'd they go to? Blackballed. And the opportunities are taken away from them. See, white folks are devious. When they like you, they like you. When they hate you, they motherfucking hate your ass. And they will show you what they will do to you. So, and I've noticed, I have friends who are doctors, lawyers, dentists, and when they tell me the race-related issues they've encountered in hospitals while they're working, dental offices, all kinds of stuff, I'm not shocked by it. I'm not shocked at all by this behavior. They're surprised because they thought I worked so hard to get here. And I'm saying, you think they glad you here? You think these white people glad you sitting up here over them? No, nigga. No. They don't want to see you there. And I don't give a damn what people say about this country. America is one of the most racist countries on planet Earth. I went to a restaurant over the weekend with Earl. We went to a place called Polk Allen's, a black upscale 5-star restaurant, in my opinion. 4-star, 5-star, whatever. Real, very upscale black-owned restaurant. At least I think he's black. I'm pretty sure he's black. Polk Allen's on Piedmont. Food is delicious. Food is excellent. Every time we've gone there, all black people. I've never seen a white person in there eating. I've seen white servers and waiters and bartenders, but never a white customer in that place. So all black folks lined up. Food is delicious. Everybody dressed nice. It's a very nice valet parking. Beautiful. The food is delicious. I ain't never seen no white folks in there because it's black owned. Pay attention, y'all. Now, I lived in Atlanta for a long time. Black owned restaurants, white people avoid. Unless it's a tourist trap and they from tourists from some other country. I'll forget this restaurant I go to all the time. It's a soul food place in the West End. It's not, what is the name of that doggone place? It'll come to me. There's a soul food place in the West End. I always see white tourists there. They're from all over the world. They said, we want to try some soul food. They eat up at this restaurant. But as for everyday white folks sitting up in there, they ain't coming. Another pizza place, there's a pizza place called Nancy's Pizza. Nasty Chicago pizza, either like it or don't like it. I love it. I don't get it often because that's some thick, fat, and deep dish pizza. That shit. Ooh. Anyway, they open a location off Piedmont Road in Buckhead. And I go there occasionally because the parking is free and I get in and out. Versus their Midtown location, parking's kind of screwed up. I ain't never seen no white folks in there. Ever. It's all black folks. Now, I'm not saying, like I said, white people will go to certain establishments as a tourist. But when they find out something's black owned, they avoid it. They do. They ain't going. I believe Sweet Slutty Vegan might have a few white customers come down there. And I've been to the Old Lady Gang, and I ain't never seen no white folks in there either. But maybe you all can tell me. If you've been to Candy's restaurant, Old Lady Gang, and if you ever seen some white folks in there, I ain't never seen that. I've been to 2 locations. It was all black folks when I went in there. It was an hour waiting. One time when they said, oh, we can't, there's no table, they looked at me and said, oh, we can find a table for you, Walter. I said, okay, so she said, wait over there. I went and hid over the corner. And they found me a table. I'm going to sit down and eat. I said, thank you. But they almost sent my ass at the door. They said, we were packed. And she recognized me. And she said, okay, we'll get you a table. That's why I like going to restaurants. People know me. I might get my ass in the front door. Same when we went to Polk Allen's, I pulled up there. The guy walked in, he said, y'all have a reservation? And he looked at me and I said, I don't have a reservation. He said, Walter? I said, yeah. He said, I'll get you a table. And I said, because they were like, we don't have to leave. I told you, I said, just wait. And he got us a table. That food, I love Polk Allen's. I've seen white folks in restaurants like Houston's, a white-owned establishment. There's whites and blacks, but black-owned places and white folks. I've lived here for years. Maybe I didn't see the white folks in these establishments. Maybe you all can tell me what. Because there's a couple of places that I don't know. There's a couple places. There's a place there's a breakfast place, La Petite, something over there in East Kirkwood. I think I've seen some white folks in that establishment. It's a black-owned place, I think. I can't remember. But anyway, I don't like black conservatives or Republicans. Do not call me. Do not come around me. Do not waste your time trying. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. Because you are ignorant. You are ignorant. You dumb. And I have another friend that's constantly talking about black folks and welfare and food stamps and this. And I have to, every time I say, what the fuck is going on in your head? Because I don't know nobody on welfare or food stamps are getting Section 8. I don't know so. None of my family members, they all work. I'm thinking they got kids, they all getting out there working. I'm thinking, why do you keep bringing this up when in the United States there are more white people on welfare, food stamps, and Section 8 than black folks because there's more white folks? Well, why are you so worried about them? I don't sit over here worried about myself, about anybody on Section 8, welfare, food stamps. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Ain't got shit to do with me. But this nigga always worry about them folks. And he always got something to say about white folks is this and white folks. I don't give a fuck about them white folks. You like them, I don't. Y'all, my circle of friends who are white. 2 zeros, double zeros. Don't look at them fingers. Double zeros. I don't have any white friends. I don't. Yeah, I can't pick up my phone and say, I'm going to call John. I don't have any. 50 years of age, lived in Atlanta for 30 years. I don't have any white friends. It's not my fault. I've tried to have some white friends over the years. I've tried. I don't worry myself about white people. I'm concerned about black folks. And I apply here. I know white folks are devious. And if you're a black person and living in America, and you worry about a person being a black felon, and all that stuff, you only know they make, there's like white people purposely determined to make black people felons so they can't vote and can't get good jobs. Is it black folks' fault? Because white people get away with shit all the damn time. Prime example, George, the president of the United States over there paying $750 in taxes. $750 in taxes while Wesley Snipes went to prison. Now, mind you, Wesley Snipes went to prison for a misdemeanor count, several misdemeanor counts of non-payment of taxes, and there were some other issues in the background. I can't go into detail. I can't remember the details of it. He was attempting to get a refund back. I do remember that much of it. Donald Trump did get a refund back of $73 million that he may have to pay back. Donald Trump ain't went to jail and served prison time or nothing. If you look at all the black folks who went to prison and served prison time, and there's a lot of them for tax evasion versus white folks getting up on the hand and sitting out the door if they get that. Y'all not paying attention. In the judicial system, it's not fair for black people here in this country. It never has been. The educational system, judicial system, nothing. Remember, they built this city. They built this city on racist folks. Built this city. They built this city racist. See, they're the architects of this. They built this. And you think things are going to be treated fairly. They built it. And you expect fair treatment. They built it. And you think your children will get educated in these public schools. But they built it. So, anyway, I give the black folks a pass because, listen, we don't control shit. We don't control banks. We don't control finance. We don't control nothing. And at times, people forget. People always talk about bringing up Black Wall Street. You didn't have to go to Black Wall Street. You look at modern-day cities like Gary, Detroit, Cleveland, Chicago, and had them white folks said, oh, no, we're not having this. you're not going to have any success. And defunded the cities. Took the money away. Yeah, they defunded the niggas is what they did. So those of you who support white folks, go ahead. I don't care. Those of you who are conservative Republicans, do what you want to do. Just don't call me. I don't hear nothing you got to say. George Floyd didn't deserve to die. Anybody else that died at the hands of a police officer who's there just to arrest somebody. They became the judge, the juror, and the prosecutor when they just there to arrest someone. They're supposed to be neutral. They had no business killing that man. That's why those officers are charged with that crime. Breonna Taylor should be alive today. Had those police officers they did everything wrong there. And that black prosecutor who let them go, well, he's a conservative Republican, which I thought he was going to do. I noticed they're always going to have these little puppets, like Herman Cain and that man and all these people. That's why Herman Cain was dead today. But anyway, y'all, I don't, like I said, I don't give a damn about these conservatives. I don't want you around me. If you're a black conservative Republican, please stop contacting me, calling me, telling me about you went to go see, what's his name, Donald Trump, and you support him, and I don't care, because you're a fool, and you're dumb, and you're stupid. Anyway, that's all I got to say about this shit. I hope I'm crystal clear to you motherfuckers. I'm going to start cussing y'all out. I'm going to try blocking y'all. You're calling from blocking numbers and all this shit. Well, I don't understand why people want to call me any damn way. God damn, don't y'all realize I had shit to do? I got a life. I do. I have time to sit up here talking about a bunch of nonsense. Anyway, let me get finished. I got the shit I need to do, like shave my head and take a shower today. It's Tuesday, September 29th. The year is 2020. I'm out of here and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.